Hello and welcome to Chabot News for May 18, 2022. My name is Diana, and in today's news we will be covering the tragic shooting in Buffalo, the baby formula shortage, and Congress discussing UFOs. In entertainment, Andrew will talk about the new Michael Jackson album and Disney Plus S. Finally, ice cream fans are going to love Joe's top 5 list of Ben and Jerry flavors. All that and more coming up on Chabot News. The Buffalo's community is holding a vigil for the victims of Saturday mass shooting. 10 people were killed when a gunman opened fire at Top Supermarket. Authorities say it was a racist attack in predominantly black neighborhood. The victims include Aaron Salter, a security guard, and retired Buffalo's police officer. He opened fire on gunmen in an attempt to stop the attack, but was ultimately shot and killed. As were Russ Whitfield, Roberta Drury, Hayward Patterson, Pearl Young, Margus Morrison, Geraldine Telly, Celestine Chenley, Catherine Massey, and Andrew McNeil. 3 others were also injured during the shooting. The shortage of baby formula is causing some dangerous consequences. It's also scary that hospitals are also having problems supplying it to children in need. At least 2 children in Tennessee have been hospitalized as a result of not having the formula they need for medical reasons. Mandy Craig has details.
This is literally not just Memphis, not just Tennessee or the South. It is literally all of North America is being affected.
Healthcare experts are calling it a national crisis. Baby formula is so scarce, it's not only difficult for families to find, but also for hospitals that treat sick children.
We're trying to do some different, quote-unquote, doctoring formulas that aren't usually used for this kind of a situation to try to see if we can find something that will work.
Dr. Mark Horkins is a pediatric gastroenterologist at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. He said he's treating a toddler and a preschooler as a direct result of the shortage. They both live with intestinal disorders and require a special kind of formula.
They can't absorb these other formulas, and they end up getting dehydrated and falling behind.
When their parents couldn't find the formula on shelves, Dr. Corkins said they used a different kind, and their bodies didn't tolerate the switch. Right now, he said he's treating the children with IV fluids and nutrients until the formula becomes available.
This is the way we were practicing 30 years ago when I started in pediatric GI. We're back because some of the modern advances, breakthroughs we have are not available.
Dr. Corkins said he expects more children will wind up in hospitals if action isn't taken soon. He's now calling on state and U.S. leaders to step up efforts to fix the issue.
I would like to see somehow that our folks work to prevent this. I don't want this to ever happen again.
The American Academy of Pediatrics says babies over 6 months can have whole cow's milk as substitute if they don't need special formula to address medical needs. Now let's go to Andrew for this week's entertainment news.
Thanks, Diana. Fans of Michael Jackson will be thrilled to learn a new album with new Michael Jackson music is coming out this fall. That's right, it's the 40th anniversary of Jackson's classic Thriller album, the biggest selling album of all time. Sony Music and the estate of Michael Jackson announced the release of Thriller 40. The anniversary edition will include a double CD set. The first CD will have original album hits like Beat It, Thriller, and Billie Jean. And the second CD will include some of Jackson's never-released tracks. Thriller 40 is due out November 18th. Walmart will be selling an exclusive version of the original Thriller album with an alternate 40th anniversary cover, and Target will sell an exclusive version of the album with a commemorative Thriller 40 vinyl slip mat. Disney Plus is pulling the plug on some commercials. The popular streaming service featuring Star Wars and Marvel movies, shows, and series, and many children-based programming is getting ready to announce a new ad-back tier. However, according to 2 media buyers familiar with recent talks on the matter, alcohol and political advertising will not be accepted. The House of Mouse will also not take deals from competitors or entertainment studios. 2 media buyers also say Disney will be cautious about running commercials during shows aimed at preschool viewers. Now, let's get back to Diana for more news.
Thanks, Andrew. Hayward's People's Budget voting is being extended through May 20th due to increasing interest among residents in having a say on the allocation of $350,000 to fund community proposed neighborhood projects. The People's Budget is Hayward's first participatory budgeting process, and by voting, residents can indicate which proposals they would like to see implemented in their neighborhood. Any Hayward resident aged 10 and older can vote. No registration or identification is required. You can vote online at hayward-ca.gov or in person. Depending on which of the 6 sectors you live in, you can vote for different projects. In each sector, the top 2 voted projects will receive funding, and the other projects will receive any remaining funds. If a proposal is deemed unfeasible, the next top voted proposals will receive the funding. The graphic design and fine arts portfolio shows is here. The portfolio show provides graphic design and fine arts students a chance to prepare and showcase their work. The show runs from May 16 to May 26, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can find the work at Building 1000 in Art Gallery and Room 1002. Come stop by and take a look at some fellow student work. And now we are going to turn to Joe with this week's Top 5.
Thanks, Diana. Today we will be looking at my top 5 favorite Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavors. Coming in at number 5 is Half Baked. It is hard to go wrong with this fan favorite with its mixed gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge brownies. Number 4, we have Americone Dream. This is a favorite of Stephen Colbert and my own with its fudge-covered waffle cones and caramel swirls. This flavor also supports charitable causes through the Stephen Colbert Americone Dream Fund. Number 3, we have Netflix and Chilled. It seems that there is something for everyone on Netflix these days, and in this flavor, Ben & Jerry's added something for everyone from the peanut butter ice cream to the sweet and salty pretzel swirls. Number 2 is the Tonight Dough. Inspired by the show and host of The Tonight Show as a fan of cookie dough, this flavor is right up my alley with a chocolate chip cookie dough and a peanut butter cookie dough. This flavor is also dedicated to Serious Fun Children's network of global camps for children with serious illness. And finally, my number 1 Ben & Jerry ice cream flavor is milk and cookies. One of my favorite things to do when I was a kid was to dunk cookies in milk, and B&J has taken that goodness to a whole other level by adding in chocolate cookie swirl, chocolate chip, and chocolate chip cookies into a vanilla ice cream. Hands down my favorite. That'll do it for me in my top 5. Now back to you, Diana.
Thanks, Joe. A half-century of McDonald's Don Gork's love of Big Mac earned him a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. And on Tuesday, he celebrated 50 years of eating one nearly every single day. But you guessed it, eating one. Gork had his first Big Mac on May 17, 1972. Since then, he's been loving it and loving it and loving it. Gork says there have only been 8 days in 5 decades that he hasn't had a Big Mac. After he ate his 30,000th in 2018, Guinness recorded him as the first person to hold a Big Mac consumption record. Last December, he reached 32,672. Gork credits his active lifestyle as a reason for his relative good health, saying he burns a lot of calories. Now we'll go to Stanley for this week's sports.
Thanks, Diana. U.S. Soccer has agreed to an equal pay deal for the men's and women's teams. The U.S. Soccer Federation, the U.S. Women's National Team Players Association, and the U.S. National Soccer Team Players Association agreed to the plan. Under the agreements, U.S. Soccer will be the first federation that equalizes FIFA World Cup prize money for World Cups. Also, under the deal, U.S. Soccer will share part of its broadcast partner and sponsorship revenue with a 50-50 split between men's and women's soccer. The U.S. Soccer president called it a truly historic moment. The elite and paper plane pilots take flight, and a burger-eating machine breaks his own record. Jeremy Roth takes a comedic look at the wide world of weird sports and strange skills. On today's Take a Look at This.
Hello, fans! We've got tons of weird competitive action to round up today, and what better place to start than the World Paper Airplane Championships? Isn't that right, Jim?
That's right, Phil. The Red Bull Paper Wings World Final took flight in an airport hangar in Salzburg, Austria, where more than 61,000 world competitors had been whittled down to a small field of fierce folding finalists. It truly is a universal sport, Jim, as paper pilots from around the globe shared in the glory across 3 categories of competition. Serbia took the gold for distance, Pakistan was first for longest airtime, and South Korea clinched the top spot in acrobatics. Phil, I must say, even though only folding was allowed in the paper plane prep, in the heat of battle, none of these competitors folded under pressure. Let's head over to Wisconsin, where the Mac Daddy of Big Mac snacking just upped his own world record.
That's right, Donald Gorski holds the Guinness World Record for most Big Macs eaten in a lifetime, and he just updated his total to 32,944 Macs consumed, and he's got every receipt since 1972 to prove it. Why would anyone do that, Jim?
Why indeed, Phil? I'm guessing that burning spirit of competition inside is the feeling you just can't shake, even in the drive-thru.
Something tells me that's a burning feeling he enjoys the whole day through, Jim. And finally, a Cinderella story coming out of Texas, where a 2-year-old burger enthusiast was busted for using his mom's phone to order 31 cheeseburgers from the Golden Arches. Maybe the rookie was trying to go after Gorski's burger record, Jim.
Well, Phil, then this small fry's got a long way to go. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Thanks, Jeremy. Gorski scores another world record for appearing on Chabot TV News twice. Now, let's head back to Diana for some more news.
Tuesday is the first time in over 50 years Congress will hold a public hearing on one of history's great mysteries, UFOs. Will there be blockbuster revelation, and will they be explained by science or strangers in fiction? Jeremy Ross balances the unknown with what we do know.
The truth is out there. Are the powers that be prepared to shed light on it? For the first time in over 50 years, a House panel will hold an open congressional hearing on UFOs, giving the public a chance to hear directly from experts and leaders in the intelligence community on one of history's great mysteries. So what, if anything, will be revealed? Unidentified flying objects explained? Mysteries of Area 51 exposed? Top secret alien technologies examined?
I am just a figment of your imagination.
Probably not. Pentagon officials have been tight-lipped on details.
I'm not going to get ahead of that testimony, but we are absolutely committed to being as transparent as we can with the American people.
Here's what we do know. There have been nearly 150 reports of unidentified aerial phenomena since 2004, only one of which was explained in a report that led the Pentagon to form a special program aimed at streamlining data surrounding the unexplained occurrences.
We need a better process. That's what this group is going to do for us.
Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff went a step further in his expectations for the hearings, saying he hopes to break the cycle of excessive secrecy and speculation with truth and transparency. Could this be the issue that brings a divided Congress together, or will that concept remain as alien as the topic in question? I'm Jeremy Roth, reporting.
Thanks for the report, Jeremy. That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTA channel 27 for more Chabot TV.